Okay, so I'll give you a basic rundown of what this is. All right, so in the scriptures it says that all brides are blameless before God. Wisdom of Ben Sirah. That's how Christ brings us blameless before God as a bride. He's the Word, He's the stronger vessel, we're the bride, He's the husband. Well, that's how we're to bring our bride. If you notice in Genesis, Adam is the one called out front. If you notice in the Garden of Gethsemane, Christ meets them head on. 500 battle-ready Roman troops says, "Who are you looking for?" They say, "Jesus of Nazareth." He says, "I am he." Boom, they fall down. Why did they fall? He broke the curse from the Garden of Eden, where God comes in and says, "Adam, where are you?" And he's back there sowing fig leaves with Eve. There is no... Then you see at the cross where Christ brings them blameless. "Forgive them, Father, they know not what they do." Where Adam blames Eve and God forgiving him Eve. Well, there is no remission of sin without blood. There is the covering of men, as is said, the beginning of life is at men's hands, and the end there too. That too is scriptural. The beginning and end of life is at men's hands. And if you notice with Jezebel, they say bury that cursed thing. What they mean is her body, the hands, the head, and the feet. That's all that's left of Jezebel. Well, that's what's crucified on the cross. Well, that's God's way of saying that he's not going to blame the women. And also Psalm 45 says that in all the daughters there is gold within. And the daughters shall enter into the congregation of the great king. Also, the women are sheep. They're ewe lambs. They're, the husband is to be out in front. Well, that's what men are to do, pick up their cross and follow him. Well, that's what he came down to do, is show us how to do that, what to do. Thus it is finished. And also he is the forerunner of many brethren to come. Now, also moving upon the waters. Well, if you move upon the waters, when he moved upon the waters, there came forth the sun. Well, that's when the women's water breaks. Well, that's the Holy Spirit. You could blaspheme the Son, you could blaspheme God, but you cannot blaspheme the Holy Spirit. Why? Because that's the mother, that's the Holy Spirit, his true mother. Plus, all mothers keep their name. So he says, but my true mother, in the Gospel of Philip, I believe, my true mother. And then in the four Gospels, he says, but wisdom is justified of her children. Talked about Holy Spirit, wisdom being his mother. Well, the mothers don't lose name, the fathers do, because all the mothers go to heaven, all the women do. There's no remission of sin without the shedding of blood, and they life offer by their